Right, I'm going to get carried away with editing now. It'll work. If it'll work. So, if I can pull this off, I can record all of this and then edit it down off the phone. As I say, capital Y, capital F.
I really want to test my yoke. Disgusting, thank you. Nico, what would you like to see? Obviously, you've got Inez competing.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, I'm known as the deadlift guy, but coming from a powerlifting background, you know, I love squat. I think squat is one of the purest forms of strength, and contrary to what Rebecca would want, I would be thrilled with a squat. Nez, as well, comes from a squatting background. She's a phenomenal squatter. Obviously, you know, deadlift is kind of her weakness, so if we could swap that deadlift out for a squat, that would help us out quite a bit.
So I can edit all of this.
I think
time you want to watch me putting all my wrist straps in.
Last year, I think it would be cool to see like just the traditional Arnold events. You know, see the Austrian oak, the American oak, the frame, and you know, with the squat being named the double T squat after her late husband, I think that would be kind of a nice little send off. So that's my opinion. So.
From my perspective, as purely a spectator, I would love to see the jerk back again this year. And I would love to see it rise in bar, no cap on the amount. Just are you going? Are you not? Are you still in? Are you out? Just to see what's possible. It was, I think, the most exciting event this year. And people seem to get better as well. The more they went out and lifted, as to it. I think we saw what was possible. I'd like to see it pushed
in a few weeks' time, but today I managed to do my first pain-free leg extensions in about 6 weeks. They were with like zero weight, but I was doing like 100 plus reps. So I just started to get some burn on my quads, so that was good that it was pain-free. But yeah, so the consultant said 3 to 6 months, but we're strong men, so 6 to 8 weeks is what I'm hoping. So by the end, I should be fine.
Inez grew a beard, that woman really can practice. Do you think he can challenge the likes of Sukuk in a 105?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I talked about DJ a little bit, and it's funny because he's one of those guys that, when you look at him, it's so unassuming. I said if I met him at a bar and he told me that he was the second strongest middleweight in the world, I'd tell him he's fully but, you know, just watching his athletic ability, his performance, you know, he really is an incredible athlete, and he was a pleasure to watch, incredibly entertaining. He's got all the tools.
Woman doesn't stop.
I love John.
Jackie is with you, Rebecca. She would love to see a rise in Max Yost and Arnold Pro. Strong.
I'm gonna go speak to her now. But like John, I love an athlete.
Erica It's great.
Trey. Okay.
Trey's the dream. I just don't know.
Let's shave his head. I'm getting on your bra.
Yes, I do. Let's move on. Do we know if the Magnus by Magnuson Classic will be uploaded to YouTube? I believe it will be. Probably within the next week or so, yeah.
Yeah, that was a show. So if it is uploaded, I suggest everyone. And that's the thing, is people don't understand where, you know, when you're sitting there on commentary for hours on end and you're trying to fill dead air, you know, sometimes stuff just comes out, you know, so, but yeah, I don't think Mitch meant anything by it, so.
From what I can tell, they've had a conversation since and
right.
It there anyway. I don't think there's going to be any ongoing issues there, hopefully
right.
not. Lever saying Lala said the OSG scandal was bad for the sport, but Andrew got way more attention from mainstream media, including the mention on Joe Rogan. This might lead to opportunities for Andrew. Thoughts, Liz? I would agree with Alice. Unfortunately, I think it's probably more bad for the sport than it is. It's not a beauty pageant, is it? Like, we care about movement and what you do on the stage.
We're still a pretty good looking group, Liz.
Well, obviously, you know, but the outliers like us.
But no, I mean, I was going to say that, you know, when the mainstream media gets hold of something, and people that outside of the sport, you know, a lot of people that I know that have, you know, they have no idea about the sport are like, you know, how could you not have known? You know, 6'4", 6'5", 400 pounds, like what? And you know,
£99.
And save up to 40% on selected toys.
And the LG 55-inch B56 OLED TV, only £799.
Amazing! Shop Black Friday deals, plus get up to 12 weeks pay with Berry Pay. And pay no interest. Berry, let's make it sparkle.
Better try and be nice to these ones, I guess. No saying I'll succeed, but I'll try. How could you not think that?
Nice. Working as good as we get.
I love picture Rebecca. I feel so bad because we did that trend thing, or that girl did, and I knew you'd said something about me, and that's why I had the mic, and I was convinced you'd said something really mean. So I was like, "What did you say, bitch?" Heckling you about it. I don't know if you've seen it, Luca.
I guess I'm passing the mic to someone
Strong
who
toolbox, huh?
fill in the blank. Is that what that was? Okay.
I will not read out the name.
Several other
Right,
times
there is of
where,
course still
the
a
fact
mystery event.
you know, every
at
other time
the
she's
AGF
competed outside
Strongest.
of those shows, I mean, she won Canada's
So it's not
Strongest
till
Woman,
next
she
May,
won
but
America's Strongest Woman.
next
So,
year.
You know,
But there is a mystery event nevertheless.
you know, she didn't
The
have a
events
great
that have
day
been
in the road,
released,
but,
there's
I mean,
nothing
she
real
competes so
overhead
much,
press
you know, maybe give her
or
a
press
leeway
related.
to the fact that,
So
you
I'm
know,
going to
she's won
guess
everything else, just had her
that
own day. We all have
the
off
mystery
competitions.
event's press
I
related.
don't think that that's
I'll probably be
enough
wrong, but
to
never mind.
take her
Anyway.
out of rotation, in my opinion.
I agree.
Easy enough for it to be a log or an axle, they're easy enough to get hold of, or an Olympi bar, they're easy enough to get hold of. But I was very shocked when the mystery event was a Conan's wheel. So I'm just wondering if there's the slightest chance that the mystery event could be something like a Viking press.
But it is held by Lucy. It's
So
307.
I'm using that analogy and whatever the word.
Yeah, and,
But this is good for assistance for a log anyway.
Jennifer
I'm doing
Lyle,
some trap bar
she's really good
overhead
with the,
presses,
and then sometimes
just for
when
reps
Olga's
for
on
now,
form, Olga can
and
pull a chunk away.
just in case
I
on
think that's the
the
full
day it does end up being a Viking press. I'm just thinking of something which would be like completely
no one else is even
blown away by,
close, you know.
and
No, there's a little bit of a gap, isn't there?
Yeah.
Between
I think
everyone
it
else
may be a
is chasing
Viking.
pack.
I don't know.
Quite a big gap, actually. It's which is
Maybe I'm just doing this because I'm hoping.
you know, with Nez.
Anyway,
If she does have a weakness, it's the deadlift, and the jump between of those four, I would put Olga at the tail end of that pack with, you know, Jen, Lucy, and Andrea being, you know, still even a little bit ahead of Olga. So realistically, you know, when we approach a show, it's like we just have to make sure that Nez is atop of that rear pack, because the jump from Nez to Olga is 60 pounds, you know, so which it's crazy to see, like, you know, that the jump is that far, and just Lucy and Andrea's ability to
in the mind, I'm thinking if it is, in fact,
I mean, the way that Andrea just
Viking.
absolutely mauled that deadlift ladder.
Watch out for double
everyone
dipping.
else look very, very
So
mortal, and she just, I mean,
we'll find out. All of this panic, and it probably won't be. Oh God! Don't let it be a circus dumbbell. Don't let it be a circus or a monster dumbbell. I will not be amused if it is a monster
one of the
dumbbell.
most impressive performances on a deadlift that
Depending on
I've
the
seen.
weight of it,
was
if that's what it
tremendous.
is.
So, yeah, Andrea
But
and Lucy are really
I got
shoulders
like
above
I got
everybody
6
else,
months,
and Olga and
so
Jen, when they're on form,
I'm gonna go as I'm going now.
I mean, just
The next
world class, really.
I think Andrew
session,
realistically is definitely
or
the
next
closest to
programme.
Lucy. It actually ended up being like Andrew
Swap
really
it up.
pushed Lucy this year,
A
which
couple of
made
months'
it a lot
time.
more exciting. But back to that deadlift ladder, she clearly had tunnel vision
And,
and had no idea that everyone
yeah,
else
chuck
was so
in a,
far behind her.
Right.
The way she
a
ripped
monster
that final bar with
dumbbell.
no straps, I was like, oh god! And like,
Really
Lachlan
hope it's
nearly
not a
shouted
monster
at her.
dumbbell.
He lose your straps, but it was too late. She was just pulling, and like thankfully she got it just in time, the down signal. That was exciting stuff though. You guys just sit there so politely and quietly.
Well, we're waiting for the next question.
Don't leave me. What's this? The live's goal to shave your head, Nico. How much would we have to raise?
I mean,
It's for charity.
I don't have anybody here to shave it, so.
We'd have to see him plod around with a big. It could take all night.
If we can, I'll tell you what. If Austin Andrade can get to my house in the next 21 minutes, then I'll let him shave my head. How about that?
Don't you live in Boston?
Yeah, and he's in Texas, so I think I'm pretty safe. So.
Shame. Oh dear. Never mind. Where are we? People asking how your knee is doing, Rebecca.
It's fine.
I hope all this editing
It's improving
stuff works.
slowly.
So I got conned. Well, I think I got conned on
How
another
many
one.
of the strong women are classed
It was
as
free.
100%?
They let you do all the editing bit. Then when you want to upload it, you've got to buy a pack or sign up to them.
I
It's
don't
like
know
that.
off the top of my head, but I believe.
No.
So that's the funny thing, right? Because when you talk about the strongman system and you use the word pro,
There's a different meaning, isn't there?
right? Exactly, and it's are you talking about a pro card from an individual organization? Are you talking about a pro and that's what they do for a livelihood? Because I do think that in the last 5 years, the women's division has seen so much evolution, and I think it's great the direction that it's headed in, where we have seen our first woman in Inez that has the ability to do this full time, and hopefully as the sport grows. And
She also knows that we'll tell her straight. But I don't know if you guys saw, there was because she went straight to Singapore pretty much to the Extinct Games, and they gave her a moment. She came second in that, but they made a second gold trophy, so she could have her moment on top of the podium there, and she was very emotional. I thought it was quite touching.
So sweet. I don't think I've ever seen Andrea cry, but seeing it in that video was.
I mean, I don't know if you guys want to go into this. How do we stop a trans athlete competing in the future? Gender testing, birth certificate. What's your thoughts?
well, I don't think we should use the verbiage. How do we stop trans athletes from?
No, competing. Full stop.
And even in a state like this, there's still people with many different opinions on what we should do and how we should do it. But I do think that it's difficult because right now when you talk about trans athletes as a whole, the pool is relatively small. So at that level of OSG, there might not be enough of